Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to crochet a sunflower pot in a very simple and easy way. Let's get started. First, we're gonna make the sepal. For the row 1 of the sepal, make a magic ring, and you have to make 6 single crochets into the magic ring. After making 6 single crochets, pull the yarn tightly. And make a slip stitch into the first stitch. Now, we're gonna make row 2. First, chain 1. For row 2, you have to make an increase in all the stitches for 6 times in total. Make 2 single crochets into the same stitch as the increase. After making 6 increases, make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For row 3, first, chain 1. Into the first stitch, make a single crochet. Into the next stitch, make an increase. And repeat this pattern for 5 more times. Then make a slip stitch into the first stitch. Now we're gonna make row 4. First, chain 1. Into the first 2 stitches, make a single crochet into each. Into the next stitch, make an increase. And repeat this pattern for 5 more times. I've just finished making row 4. Make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For row 5, first, chain 1. Into the first 3 stitches, make a single crochet into each. Into the next stitch, make an increase. And repeat this pattern for 5 more times. I've just finished making row 5. Now, we will make a slip stitch into the first stitch. And make chain 1 to fasten off. Cut the yarn. This is how the finished SEPAL looks like. We will make the stamen by brown yarn. The pattern of the stamen is the same as the pattern of the SEPAL. Now we're gonna make the petals. We will hold the SEPAL and the stamen like this. Insert your hook into the first stitch of the brown. And then insert your hook into the first stitch of the green. Bring the yarn through both stitches. Leave these yarn on the inside. Here, we make chain 2. Now, we're gonna work into the next stitches of both sides, make a double crochet and a treble crochet into the same stitch. Yarn over. Insert your hook into the next stitches of both sides. Pull the yarn. Now we got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. And pull through the plus 2 loops. And you made 1 double crochet. Work back into the same stitch again, make a treble crochet. Wrap the yarn twice around the hook. Insert your hook into the same stitch. Pull the yarn. Now we got 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. And pull through 2. And pull through 2. And you made 1 treble crochet. Then, we will make chain 2. Into the second chain from the hook, make 1 slip stitch. Now we're gonna work into the next stitch. Repeat, make 1 treble crochet and 1 double crochet into the same stitch. We're gonna crochet into the stitches of both sides. Then, make chain 2. After that, make 1 slip stitch into the next stitch. We're gonna crochet into the stitches of both sides. So here we have the first petal. Now, let's do the next one together. The pattern of the petals is right and above. and then you can make all of the others by yourself. Here I made 7 petals. And I left a little opening right here to stuff. Now we continue making 3 more petals. I've just finished making the last petal. Here we have 10 petals in total. Now, we're gonna make 1 slip stitch into the first stitch. And make chain 1 to fasten off. Cut the yarn. Weave the yarn in the ends. This is how the finished sunflower looks like. Now we're gonna make the leaves. First, you have to start with a slip knot. After making a slip knot, make 8 chains. We need to prepare a piece of 15 centimeters wire. We will crochet with the wire for this row. Put the wire on the working yarn and under the hook, just like that. You can bend the wire in a way that you can hold it well. Insert your hook into the second chain from the hook. Yarn over and pull through, and the wire is cut by yarn. Make a single crochet. Into the next chain, make a half double crochet. Into the next chain repeat, make a double crochet. Into the next 2 chains, make a double crochet into each. Into the next chain, make a half double crochet. Into the last chain, make a single crochet. After that, make chain 2. Then work back into the last stitch again, make 1 single crochet. Now we're gonna work on this side of the chains. Into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet. We will carry that yarn tail so that we don't need to weave in the ends. Into the next 3 stitches, make a double crochet into each. After that, make 1 half double crochet. Into the last stitch, make a single crochet. Slip stitch into the first stitch as an end, and fasten off. Cut the yarn. Wrap yarn around the wire. You can make a knot just like that. We will make 2 leaves. Now we're gonna make the pot. For the row 1 of the pot, make a magic ring, and make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. After making 8 single crochets, pull the yarn tightly. And make a slip stitch into the first stitch. Now we're gonna make row 2. First, chain 1. For row 2, you have to make an increase in all stitches for 8 times in total. After 8 increases, make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For row 3, first, chain 1. Into the first stitch, make a single crochet. Into the next stitch, make an increase. And repeat this pattern for 7 more times. Slip stitch into the first stitch at the end. For row 4, first, chain 1. Into the first 2 stitches, make a single crochet into each. Into the next stitch, make an increase. And repeat this pattern for 7 more times. I've just finished making row 4. Now, make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For row 5, first, chain 1. For row 5, we're gonna crochet in the back loops only. Into the first 3 stitches, make a single crochet into each by using the back loops only. After that, make an increase by using the back loop only. And repeat this pattern for 7 more times by using the back loops only. I've just finished making row 5. Now, make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For row 6, first, chain 1. For row 6, you have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, and there must be a total of 40 single crochets for this row. We will make in both loops. After making 40 single crochets, make a slip stitch into the first stitch. From row 7 to row 12 are exactly the same as row 6. We're gonna make chain 1 first, after that, make 1 single crochet in each stitch. There will be 40 single crochets in each of the row. And there will be 6 rows. This is how it looks like after row 12. Now we're gonna make row 13. First, chain 1. Into the first 3 stitches, make 1 single crochet into each. After that, make 1 decrease by using the next 2 stitches. Insert your hook just like this. Now we got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. And pull through the plus 2 loops. And you made 1 decrease. Then repeat this pattern for 7 more times. I've just finished making row 13. Now make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For row 14, first, chain 1. For this row, we're gonna crochet in the front loops only. We will skip 1 stitch and work into the next stitch, make 4 double crochets into the same stitch. After making 4 double crochets, make chain 1. Then skip 1 stitch, and make a slip stitch into the next stitch. And repeat this pattern for 7 more times. I've just finished making row 14. Now make chain 1 to fasten off. Cut the yarn. Weave this yarn tail in the ends. Now we have finished making the pot. Now we're gonna make the soil. For the row 1 of the soil, make a magic ring, and you have to make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. When you are tightening the loop, leave a small hole in it. We'll insert the flower here. Make a slip stitch into the first stitch. For the remaining part, follow the pattern and finished by yourself. Fasten off after you finished, and leave a long tail for sewing. Get some cotton to stuff the pot. Sew the pot and the soil together. Apply some glue on the wire. Take out the green yarn and wrap yarn around the wire to make the branch. Apply some glue on the branch. Then insert it through the center of the sunflower. Continue wrapping yarn around the branch for 10 centimeters. Tie the leaves to the branch. Wrap yarn around the whole branch. Apply some glue on the end of the branch. Wrap yarn on it. Now, our sunflower pot is finally finished. I hope this tutorial was simple and easy enough for you to follow. Goodbye. Have a nice day.